Okay, we're going through, we all have scrapbooks, and we all have our own little souvenir, and I found something here, and it's from, her name is Patricia Kane, and we were together, maybe 2 years. It was going good. Like she enjoyed a few drinks, and next thing you know, her son was involved in drugs, and then it got with needles, and it wasn't a pretty atmosphere. I left in 2003, and that's where I live in a tent in front of the legislator. And then I met a girl here, and then after 6 months in the tent, decided to move to Fredericton. And then I get this letter. I found this old letter. As you can see, it has a sign. And October 8, 2006. I decided I'm going to share this. And we're always talking about the issue of drugs, and it's really out of control. It's, people are dying, people are missing, people are becoming homeless. Now, this was in 2006, and there are many, 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 many people like that, and more people like that these days. Okay, I'm going to read this. Dear Charles, here I am once again alone in my cell. Why? What am I doing? Thinking and thinking of my past. All the girls just left for gym. My left leg is in pain, probably arthritis. When I'm out, I'm going to counseling. Can't wait. Being locked up has been a blessing. I can see more that I have years of hurt buried up inside of me from those in which I love and don't love me back. Like you, Charlie. I really thought you loved me. For I wanted to grow old with my Charles LeBlanc. Old and gray together. You and me. When you left me to protest in Fredericton, I believe you'll return. But in my emptiness, I waited and waited. I was so lonely, I never thought you'll cheat on me. So I worked every night and quite often found myself crying, sometime with customers in the car. But Charlie, I never told anyone this, not a soul. But because of your absence, I couldn't take the heartache anymore. So out of anger, I quit work early one night and went and bought me a pill. To this day, I miss you. To this day, I miss you and still love my Charles LeBlanc. I had to bury you, Charlie. The thought of you still waiting and wanting was too much for me to handle. But you know what, Charlie? I love you so much that I pray you'll find a woman who will be there for you unconditionally. Like me, someone who will accept you for who you are. No bars hold. I don't want to grow old alone. I will have Jesus. You'll need more though. It's an awful lonely thought to be all alone, isn't it? Well, I hear a song that brought me back to some of the times that you and me used to share. Next thing you know, I'm crying over you again, Charles. So I thought I'd better write you as a way for me to begin some of my healing process. I thank God for you, Charlie, for having brought you into my life. When I needed you the most, you, Charles. You were the one I wanted to die with. But all I can do now at this point in time is to say to you, thank you. Thank you so much, Charles, for the most beautiful times you shared with me. The most beautiful memories you gave me of all my lifetime. You were so good to me. You did anything for me. You gave me anything I wanted. You gave me you. I mourn the loss of you, honey, and still I am, as I found out today. Guess I had to learn to cope with some of my heartache, although I'm learning that some hurts I've buried. Part of me wants to deal with those hurts, but I'm afraid. I don't want to end up crying all the time, like I did back when you first left there for me, honey. Oh well, we'll see what happens at these mental health classes. I'll be talking soon. I'll be talking soon. You're such an intelligent man. You could be a newsman. You could, or a journalist. I love to see you in university. You'll be on a day student, honey. That I know, Charles. I'm up here in Madawaska near the Quebec border. It's Sunday night, October 15th. I'll be out in 10 days. Hope you'll be able to see me on the 26th in Fredericton at 11 o'clock a.m. for a stopover. If not, I'll probably get this letter to you November 2nd at court or Cecile, place 400 at work. Charles, there's one thing I can say with pride, is that I never lied to you. I never cheated on you, not once. So I'm gonna sadly tell you that it is my fault. Adam and I are incarcerated in jail. He was in jail from September 2nd, 2005 to April 15, 2006. Throughout our visit, he was away, healthy and clean. He encouraged me and pleaded with me to abstain from drugs. He wrote letters and called Nora and Mom about his wishes and concerns. They approached me and I really tried to comply, but it was too hard to do on my own. By the time he got out, I was the same when he went in. He was against using drugs and stealing. He had beg and hope. I had 2 bus tickets out of St. John. Instead, I had the pill and stone for him. No apartment, no money, no tickets. Nice mom, eh? I've regretted it ever since. Now he's doing the same thing, encouraging me to abstain again. Say no to drugs. Ask Mom. He worried that by the time he gets out, I'll be too far gone, over the edge on dope. But because of him, I'm not gonna. This time I'm staying clean. I don't want him or me to die. He looked at me in jail and asked me, Mom, do you want me to die? Look at me, Mom. Or do you want me to die? Or do you want to die on me, Mom? It amazed me how I'm twice his age. And he's the one talking grown-up sense. Well, anyhow, it's high time I told you some truth. I'm the asshole justice. I'm the asshole junkie. I'm done. Finish. For life's sake, for Adam. Please pray for us, Charlie. I'll go for now. I want your house address so I can write you. I pray good things for you. Be happy and always safe. I miss you and think of you often. I love you, Charles Leblanc. Always your girl, Pat. So this is the reason we have scrapbooks. Next thing you know, history comes and hit you in the face. Sadly, Pat died of AIDS, and her son Adam died of AIDS a couple of months before. And they died from AIDS from staging dirty needles. So that's the reason the only reason I'm showing this is there's a lot of people like Pat out there begging for help. They're not non-educated stealers, and they need help. That's the bottom line. They need help. I know it's hard. It's not easy to take a junkie and say, well, you know, let's have a coffee over my house or whatever. No, you got to keep an eye on them. It's hard. It's hard. So mental issues and addiction services, and you just can't put a person on a waiting list and for methadone or whatever. I'm not sure if you still do that, but anyway, the only thing I can say is they're both at peace in heaven right now. Yeah, sad.